How do you get through to a man who feels like a wall, but you're already so involved with him you don't want to leave, and you don't want to yell at him one more time? What do you do? How can you break through? Well, it's actually a lot easier than anybody has told you, and it's actually a lot easier than it feels. All you have to do is kind of stand there. It's a whole different experience to stand there and take him in emotionally and visually and every other way than to stand there and shut yourself down thinking about all the problems that are going on. So it's essentially getting out of your head, into your body, into your feelings, but instead of staying kind of in that well of your feelings, in that soup, which is a great, amazing place to be, if you can be in there and at the same time open up your whole body and your whole being and your whole heart and your mind and your heart and your mouth and take him in, if he's standing there doing something in the kitchen, or if he's sitting there watching sports, or if he's at his own place or another place or at work and you haven't heard from him. Take him in kind of experientially. You can pretend he's standing there, or you likely can just feel him standing there. And check out your body, check in with your own soup of feelings, and see if you can just be there with him. Hear him. Imagine that you can actually hear what he's saying even if he isn't speaking, that you can hear what he's thinking, that you can feel what he's wanting, and nod your head and listen to him and be there without wondering what you're going to say next or how you're going to get across what it is you need to get across to him. That could be a step one for you. Now, if he's really there and he's talking, see if you can just stand there and hear him without planning what you're going to say next. This takes all the defensiveness out of our natures. It takes all of the takes all the reaction out of it. It takes all of the need to do something. Instead, we just hear him, feel him, let it sink in, and let ourselves feel it, even if it feels horrible. And then, when he says something, you'll get your clue as to what you want to say. You'll know what it is that you want to say once you hear the end of what he's trying to get across to you. He'll probably look at you and go, yeah, what? And then you can just say, wow, that felt extraordinary, if he told you about a nice thing that happened. Or, wow, I'm so sorry, that sounds awful, if he told you about a horrible thing. Or, wow, I really hear what you're saying, if he's complaining about you. In other words, simply not active feedback in that old style, like, yes, I heard you saying that, blah, 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 blah. No, you're just saying, wow, I really felt that expression you just made. I really felt that experience you just expressed. I really heard you. Okay, now next, it could get more complicated, which I hear how angry you are if he's yelling. I hear how difficult this is. Wow, I hear how horrible that is. And you will not solve it for him. That's over-functioning. You won't solve it for him, right? You're just going to hear him. And then you're going to see what he does. Now, if he starts talking again, bingo, you've just pulled his energy. He now wants to talk more. And if he just talks and wanders all over the place, don't you move around. Don't you try to be where he is or leave or do something else. Just stand there. Rest on something. Drink your water. Drink your tea. Sooner or later, he's going to get that you're listening to him, and he is going to face you, and he is going to keep wanting to interact with you. All right? Now, you may feel even especially angry doing this because you'll feel he doesn't deserve this. Well, that's why you have to go first. Somebody has to open the doors, right? Everybody's shut down. Everybody's angry. Everybody's angry and frightened about the shutdown. Everybody's disappointed. You want to be opening those doors. So you kind of got to open the door. So open the door of your heart and let him talk and hear him. And if he doesn't say anything, imagine what he's saying. Just imagine it and hear him. He will talk to you again. He will call you. He will text you. He will speak with you in the house because you didn't come after him trying to make a connection. You just heard him. Now, this is one really powerful way to be in your powerful feminine energy, right? You hear him, even if he's not talking. You can take in everything he's saying, even if it's angry and unpleasant. Wow, huh? Try that next time and see what happens. And then for the next step, let me know, all right? And we'll just keep going.